Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to improve your hash rate by modding the BIOS so that you have an improved hash rate mining Monero. As you see, I just started the miner about a minute ago, and it's going to generally run around 645, 650 hashes per second. With an improved BIOS, that should be up. That should go up significantly. And so here we go. I'm going to walk you through it. So these are the tools you will need to do this. It's very good to start with this here to see what exactly the memory is and what your drivers are. So right here we can see this is the latest drivers. The newest drivers have some issues if you're going to be running 5 or 6 GPUs on a rig. If you're just using, one or two or whatever's in your PC, that's fine. But if you're going to be running 6, you should not use these drivers, and I'll include a link for the drivers that I've had success with. Also the memory type. So this is Samsung memory, and I have my BIOSes in order of the memory. And as you can see, I have 2 GPUs here. So that's this here. That'll let you check that. And so next we're going to have to go into the atiflash, and you're going to want to open this as an administrator. And this will give you access to the graphics cards in their BIOS. So you're going to want to save this BIOS. We'll just save it as 480.rom. We'll save that, and it'll take a moment. And then once that's saved, there it goes. That'll be in this file here. So now you're going to want to open up Polaris BIOS editor. Yes, we're okay with that. Open. Then you're going to want to go to, wrong thing. Desktop. You're going to want to open this here. Okay, and so here's what you're going to be editing, and it's mostly the timings. This is how you're going to strap the memory timings. You may have different numbers here. I think it's based on the memory type and also the manufacturer. So this could possibly change here for you. The numbers might be a little different. So these are the 8 GB graphics cards, and we're going to start with strapping the memory from the 1500 down to the 2000. So you're just going to want to double click that, copy it, and then just paste it the whole way down. And then so these will all be the same here. When I've done it, I've also changed the core clock to the highest. So these have an overclock of 1316 is what their overclock is for. So I just change it so that that's the core clock for it when you do it. And also I changed the voltage here so that it is a little more energy efficient. And so with this, the number below it has to be equal to or higher than the one previous. So as you see, it gradually goes up, but these two can be the same and these two can be the same. And that just allows for better energy efficiency. And so we're going to save this. We'll just, let's see. It's good to keep the name short, so when you type it in later, it's easier to type it in. So we'll just change this to mod. And then you can always just change the name to keep track of everything, excuse me. So we'll save that. And we'll close out of this now that it's saved. And then, so you're gonna want to pull up the command prompt, and there's another way you can do this. This is the much easier way, going through it this way, but you can also run a boot disk with a USB, and so that's probably the safer way to do it, but this way also works. And so since I'm recording this, I'm gonna hop off here and record the rest of this with my phone so that it doesn't potentially mess anything up. cd ATI _ flash, and then you want ATI flash -F space -P 0, and then mod.rom, and then you'll see it process through, and once it's done you'll get a confirmation. It takes a little bit here, and then you'll do this. So the 0 is for the first graphics card, the first slot, and then you'll want to do that again for every additional one. So it'll be ATI flash -F -P, and so this time it'll be 1, and this will do the second slot. And so this will run through and do the next one. Oh, invalid command. Put $, that's why. Flash -P 1. Okay, so you see there was a difference between that. I put a dash in there instead of or $, instead of a dash, so it'll prompt you if there's something wrong. Okay, and then this one's going through now. And then once this goes through, you'll see that it says, right here it says restart system to complete the update. And it'll say it again for this one. Once that is, there we go, exit. So you don't immediately want to restart. You want to open this up, the patcher, first. And it says, okay, this is what you'll get here. Yes, you want to patch these values. Okay, now that they're patched and signed, that will allow everything to work properly. Now I'm going to restart the computer and jump back onto the screen recorder. Okay, now that the computer's restarted, you can there's two things you should do. You should double check with the GPU Z, make sure that the shaders are all in place again, and you can see that it went from 1303 to 1316. And so you can see the update to the default clock there and what it's clocked at. And then you should also check control panel, system, device manager. And when you go here, if you're having it might say error code 43. That means it's not patched, and that just means you didn't do the patching, and usually that should fix that there. So now we're going to open the miner back up. And we should see an improved hash rate. Generally, it's almost 100 hashes per second improvement. So we'll see what we'll keep an eye on this one. This should cap out in the 700s now. Okay, as you see, it's already up past what it was in the 600s. If your memory strapping is too low, you might need to change it from the 1500 strap and go down one more and start at 1625. Starting that low may cause some hardware errors here with the higher memory clock speed. So you just want to be aware of that as a if you get some hardware errors, that could be what the issue is. And as you can see, these are going well above what they were before. They're up into the 800s now. So this one's a little better than this one, but it's, there's a great improvement on what it was. So that's how you do. That's how you mod the BIOS for mining. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video.